So, David, where are you going on tour? Let us know.
I'm still doing the Catch Me Inside tour. It's been a blast. I have Spokane coming up on the 16th.
Great town.
And that's great. I got Palm Desert. We got a lot. Tysons, Virginia, Richmond, Charlotte, North Carolina, New Orleans. Is it New Orleans? New Orleans?
Nolans down there. Nolans.
Is it just
Nolans?
At the Orpheum, Orlando, Clearwater, Vegas with Nikki Glazer. Lots coming up. Just go to davidspade.com and get those. And thanks, Dana. I'm glad that you're interested in that.
I would check him out. He's one of the funniest stand-ups out there right now. It's a great show. Cheap tickets.
Cheap. Rack 'em.
Rack 'em.
Hello, Dana. We'd like to tell everyone we are starting with Mikey Day today, who is a present cast member, 10-year vet.
We got to know him very well. I might have to say, I don't think we've ever had a sweeter or nicer person on the podcast. We've had many sweet and nice ones, but he was incredibly generous and curious about our careers, which was flattering, but also very self-deprecating. And we go over his tenure on SNL, and he's on there now, and he's got some amazing. What with the pumpkin sketch? What's it called?
David S. Pumpkins.
David S. Pumpkins. He co-wrote a lot of great sketches on that show. We
broke down a few sketches, but mostly talk about the overall feel there. This one was very SNL. And then his co-stars, we talked about us a little bit, which is normal. Unfortunately.
We kept bringing, you throw a boomerang and it comes back to you. No, he was curious about us because he's maybe in the age group when he was like a very small little boy.
Yeah.
I was on the show.
A baby in a crib watching us. Yeah. He's the old war horse there. He's the grizzled vet.
he looks pretty good.
Yeah, he looks pretty 71. Fresh-faced for being a grizzled vet. But I hope everyone enjoys it. We had a great time with him. Here he is, Mikey Day.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, we've had this so many times. The worst was Martin Short.
I know, but
not again.
It's happening. I'm seeing my heroes on screen, and then I'm hearing you guys do Lorne, and I'm like, I want to participate in this bit, and I can't. I can't get out.
Well, what? Where are you? Are you at?
I'm in New York.
Okay.
I'm doing this. I was in this very small role in this Jerry Seinfeld movie in Netflix.
Pop-Tarts?
They're doing like a promotion. Yeah. They're doing a promotional day, and it's so funny because it's the only day I've had something, and because it's our 2-week hiatus, so I've just been at home.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the one day that I have this that I've been looking forward to, and I went through all my stuff in my home computer to make sure that I'd be good. And then the internet was failing, and I was like, oh God, I see them.
That happens to almost every person we do it, so don't worry.
We don't need another hero. That's very nice. Can I ask you a question? Pop-Tart, like if Jerry did that, Jerry Seinfeld, did I ever do Jerry Seinfeld's new album? He's coming out, vinyl.
Go ahead.
It's a vinyl album, comedy album, Jerry Seinfeld. And all is a picture of Jerry, and it says, paper clips, why?
Sorry. Paper clips, ...
Yeah.
Why? But the thing is, Jerry, as you know, is a technician. Like, he worked on his Pop-Tart bit for years, right? And couldn't quite find the language. I felt like I found almost like an Easter egg of a fatal flaw in the bit. And this is what it was. Only about the stand-up, not the movie. That's why I'll be curious if he does the theme. The idea was when Pop-Tarts came, it blew right out of my head. Like the kids went, this is crazy. The fatal flaw, because I'm in the same age group, they weren't very good.
What?
Whoa.
Pop-Tarts.
Shut the fuck up.
No, there was a lot of, you put them in the toaster,
Dana.
very little jam or good stuff. And that was the fatal flaw. He was playing it like the kids were blown away, but no, compared to a Twinkie or Hostess cupcake.
Right. They were like,
let's go to the phones. Jerry's on line 1 right now.
I disagree. That's so funny. Yeah.
That's
I used
hot take.
I used to eat them plain.
Really? But compared to like a Hostess pie, with the crust around it, like those.
Yeah. When I was a kid, those were great. I feel like they're a lot now, but I would, as a kid, would 100% go for a Hostess or a Twinkie over a Pop-Tart.
Yeah. Pop-Tarts that's fine. We had them, but I'd be curious because Jerry, the technician, he would have some answer for that. In the Pop-Tart movie, when is it coming out? Let's just promote that.
Yeah, why not? Just count it as press.
It's in May. I'm not here to promote that.
That's fine. Throw it in the mix.
I don't want you guys to feel like, oh God, he's got to promote his thing. But it comes out in May. I just found that out.
No, what we do on this show is we like to we vet and we shine a light on SNL cast members such as yourself, because it's kind of fun because we've been in the maelstrom, we've been in the war room. We know everything about it, and you do too. So, David, do you have a question for Mikey?
Yeah. Do you know this Seinfeld bit? I was out the other night eating at a Chinese restaurant, and we were laughing. It was all comedians, and we were laughing at when he says chopsticks. They've seen the fork, and they're still. Why? What? They've seen the fork and they're still sticking it, just out of spite. They're still sticking to chopsticks. It's very funny, Dana.
He's fantastic.
Jerry will bludgeon an audience in a good way. He will hit like
bludgeon.
He'll go to the grocery store and just go around the store and have these amazing observations. And over time, you're just. My favorite of his was the caribou, they can't get them out of the forest, and they wake up and they're hanging from the helicopter. What are they thinking? I guess I can fly now. I'm doing Ed Wynn as a substitute.
It turned into
and you guys know who Ed Wynn is.
I'm thinking of Paul Lynde. Who did Ed Wynn?
Ed Wynn was like from the 1940s. He was kind of chubby, had a little hat on. He go, whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo.
Okay, yes.
Did I get it?
Hey, Mikey, have you heard that when Paul Lynde came into a party in the 70s, he goes, smells like pussy in here, I think.
That's true.
That happened.
Fantastic.
I think my friend was there.
Wait, did he do the Mad Hatter, Edwin?
Or am I that was Paul Lynde did the smell.
Yeah, Even.
Yes.
Even.
I think Adam Sandler had a little audio influence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the same frequency.
100%. I am fascinated. First of all, I love you both. Obviously, I'm going to be gross.
Thank you, buddy.
But we'll take it. Thank you.
I saw Clean Slate in the movie theater, Dana.
Fuck yeah.
94 by myself.
I'm sorry.
And I remember enjoying it. And Black Sheep in the movie theater. I mean, Tommy Boy, obviously.
Again, no one was there. By myself.
Black Sheep was great.
Black Sheep.
Yeah. I'll tell you about Clean Slate. I didn't really know what I was doing, but anyway, in those days you'd have dailies. So there's like 10 minutes of the movie, and so I'm in a theater, kind of by myself, I think, and I'm watching the dailies. And I go, oh, it's terrible. How many weeks do I have left? 7 more weeks. It's irretrievable. But everyone's got a dog in their house. Come on, man. But that's very flattering. You know, when we were talking about you a while back, and for some reason I had a mental hiccup, and I kept calling you Mikey Day on the podcast.
It was in Bobby's.
Mickey. I was calling you Mickey.
I was calling you Mikey instead of Mickey. No, it's actually Mikey. No, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's because I worked with Mickey Rooney. I worked with Mickey Rooney. And that's what got in my head. But so you were Michael, and how did you become Mikey? Is that a nickname?
I used the...
It's a big jump.
Devin Walker on the show was like, and are you sticking with Mikey into your adult life? You're not going to change it. I was always Michael, and then in college, people just started calling me Mikey, and it just kind of stuck. But I think I remember my first year here, the first pitch meeting. Lauren kind of going, Mike, like, is this grown man going by Mikey? Is this what we're doing here? Do I need to call this grown man Mikey? But yeah,
have you thought about Big Mike? Have you thought about something?
Big Mike? Does everyone do Lauren when they come on?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have a little breath coming. You have a breathy.
Ooh, that's a new thing.
Yeah.
Let's hear you go.
Yeah. Oh. Well,
you look a little like Ed Sullivan. I'm sorry to go back to the 70s.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
You hear like Bill Hader's and stuff. You're like, okay,
Bill Hader is that little quiet one is so hilarious.
Right. It was me, Jeff Dahmer.
A celebrity.
Yeah, we always like doing Lauren, the bit of him being excited about stuff because he's so even keeled. Just him being like, oh my god, did you hear? Like, it's just funny imagining. Oh shit!
Beyonce's coming up. Everyone places everything.
Yeah, just about stupid nerdy stuff. Oh my god! Did you see the trailer for Deadpool 3? Oh,
Deadpool 3.
Did you ever go to a Yankees game with him?
Oh yeah, once. The Yankees games with Lauren are the best because it was like, it'll be you, Lauren, and Senator Chris Dodd. And you're like, what? Yes, the very cool dude, but you never know who's.
I had, if you remember, I think he passed away. We're going and Paul and Louis Mao, the French director, is coming with us. It's like,
you're like, okay.
He's never seen baseball,
But and it's a grand slam. It's like that thing of like the crowd's really going nuts. Would you like another beer? We love
better
him.
than a home run because the bases, of course, are loaded. Yeah. So.
Well, it's the fourth inning. Should we leave?
And it's like,
should we take off?
Should we go?
I was there once, and there was a rain delay, so we were in like the restaurant area near those seats, but like it was so crowded because everyone was in there and there's nowhere to sit. And it was weird just being like, I'm with Lauren and he has nowhere to sit. We need to do
something.
Problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we were just sitting at this like large circular table with these very like Yankees fans, dudes. So it was very surreal, but it was like 2 hours and then they finally just canceled the game.
Lauren's like, I see one bar stool. I'll catch up with you guys later.
Deuces.
Just drinks up at the bar, slamming shots. Lauren?
I don't know how you guys did the show before like cell phones and text messages because the amount of information that you're constant, especially on Saturday. Did you just call each other's dressing rooms? I guess go.
Yeah.
And just visit people, I guess. You need.
Did you just talk to people?
I know.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, we do that, but like throughout the week, like talking to props and stuff, like we need this and just the constant communication.
I'll say the worst part, Mikey, was for those of you at home, the show is on the 8th floor, and not only are the offices on 17, but you still have to cross elevators, I think.
Oh,
so you have to go take 2 different elevators to get back to your office. And it was all day going back and forth because you couldn't text. If you call someone, they're never in their dressing room. So you have to go look for people. If you could text them, God, the layer of stress of just
it would be too much.
Anything. And Marcy Klein running around looking for Norm Macdonald or something. It's just all crazy. So I wish I had that. We didn't have computers, laptops to write our sketches. So we had to drive them in from home, hand them in on paper.
I would write them longhand,
type it
longhand, and hand them in.
Yeah,
yeah.
You hand them in longhand, and then they type them.
Day.
There was like a big stack or something because I think I heard Mike Myers talking about writing up Wayne's World, and he said there was like a big bin or something of scripts, and he like put it into the which is crazy.
Put it in the stack, and then they would take it like madmen, type it one at a time. I think we were using hieroglyphics.
Hey.
Yeah. And so we just did that, and then you'd get your sketch, and you'd get it before a read through, and you'd be like, oh my God, there's misspelling, or they put the host name wrong, or they put and you're like, it's too late. We're in.
That's insane. Yeah. Now you just drop it in to the file and onto the server. It's all on the computer. That's
files
wild.
and attachments are too much for me. I wouldn't know.
We had a bulletin board. Look at the difference here. We had a small bulletin board with letters of the week, like maybe 10 letters that you could get feedback from the audience compared to what you guys have now. Instant social media. That's
people going, I hate you.
There was some, you should do this and that, but it was like 10 letters. That was it, a week that we just saw on a board. That was the only feedback.
That guy likes me in Indiana. That's insane.
That's one. What was, just because people are going to want to know, what was your journey? How much you want to share? You were a theater arts guy in high school, college.
Yeah. And then went to UCLA and studied.
Oh.
Did you have a dream? Did you have a dream of how that would go, and was SNL part of it? Or you just like want to be in show business and want to make a living doing this? Or both?
I mean, SNL was always kind of at the top, I would say. But it just felt so far away and unattainable. Mm-hmm. And then I started taking classes at the Groundlings, and there's so many pictures of there of people on SNL. And so it felt a little more attainable, but it still felt far away and the odds would be impossible. And then I went to college with Nassim Pedrad and Taran Killam, who were on the cast.
Definitely.
And then they brought me in as a writer.
Suddenly Mikey doesn't sound so crazy.
Exactly.
Mikey sounds like a fox.
Nickelodeon show. It sounds like a Nickelodeon show. Nassim, Taran, and Mikey.
Hey, everybody, it's Mikey.
Hey. It does feel very Nickelodeon. Whoa, on an all-new Mikey. But they brought me in as a writer and then wrote for 3.
Were you allowed to write for yourself?
Pardon?
Were you allowed to write for yourself?
No, I was just a writer at the time.
Isn't that horrifying?
Didn't you start as a writer?
Yeah, I was a writer performer, which is worse. It was like pretending I could write for myself. But I really
you were like
shouldn't.
A writer and performer.
Yeah, but no one's writing anything for me, and so I have to write, and then I wheeze myself in 2 lines, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "No, I'm the teenager." So they're like, "No, Mike Myers can put a baseball cap on." I'm like,
and you're like,
"Fuck."
Okay.
I would go
right for the cast.
I would go around to Sandler and Spade would be in an office, and I go, guys, come on, anything this week? Come on,
exactly. You would.
What do you got for me? What do you got for me?
I'll just go around to the offices going, I can play kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no, you can't.
Yeah, can you do a Russian accent? Everything was like, they just poke their head in some good writer and be like, can you sing? And I'm like, sort of. Nope, took too long. You can't. I'm like, God damn it.
They're like, can you do a whatever impression? Yeah.
How are you with a pogo stick? I got that one.
Yeah, I can do it.
Absolutely.
Can you do it at the table? Would you guys ever commit at the table to certain bits, or would you always remain seated?
No, we give it everything. To stand up, I've stood up.
I remember if you stand up, it's kind of like, okay, it's a little bit of a swing.
It's on. You better fucking nail it. You ever go to the piano and sing? People would walk over to the piano, and I'm like, oh my God, Cheryl would play. And I'm like, this better be a home run.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh, it's mid-second half. I don't know, a piano bit.
Mid-second half of read through. Oh my God. It's hour 4.
Yeah, we call it like Dead Man's Curve, like second half.
Okay.
You light up on those last 2. You're like, coming to a close.
That area.
Dennis would just sit and watch us. Okay. Moving toward the ivories in the 4th hour of this extravaganza.
Okay, babe. All right. My impression of Dennis Miller is Dana doing Dennis Miller.
I have a new Dennis Miller. That was that Dennis. Dennis now is sort of soft spoken. Okay, I got a couple shekels in my pocket. Nothing. You want to go back there and visit the old team out in New York City? It's great, Carf. It's not something I'm really up for right now. Okay?
All right.
Hey, Spudley, you see what I sold my house for? You might want to fucking Google it.
Because as a kid, quoting you guys was like the cool thing to do on the playground.
Yeah.
And now my son quotes like weird Gen Alpha memes and stuff that make no sense. I feel like for adults, when we would quote SNL, like adults would watch SNL, so you had some context, you understood stuff. But now, like, I have no idea what comes out of my son's mouth sometimes.
How old is he?
He's 11, and he just comes home singing like, "You're my phantom tax, you're so skibbity." I'm like, what is this? At least I can quote bye-bye and you understand.
Yeah. There you go. Bye-bye.
Was Helen Hunt the first bye-bye?
Yeah, there's only two. Yeah.
There's only
Helen
two?
Hunt.
Only two, and it blew up like crazy.
And the second one didn't even matter. It was Steve Martin, but we kind of fucked it up. But
I heard you tried one where you said hello as they're coming on the plane. Hello.
No, that's John Lovitz. Hello.
Oh, yeah. And goodbye.
You do it.
Yeah. No, we did it once, and then it was on American Airlines. They would play it for the flight attendant saying, "This is our reputation. We have to fix this." So every flight attendant might take a flight for 10 years and be like, "Thank you. Thank you." I'm like, "You're still saying fuck you." Yeah. So it's all bad.
Are we a bye-bye company? No.
When you leave Burger King now on the door tapes, it said bye-bye. And I'm like, no.
Bye-bye. Now, did you write that one?
What do you guys say?
I wrote that with Fred Wolf, yeah.
Oh.
I wrote that with Freddie Wolf. Fred Wolf's a great writer that was on there.
Were you like out of town and you were on the plane and you were like...
No, it was his idea and he came to me and I'm like, oh, this is just a joke machine. You just put every cast member comes through.
Mm-hmm. Everyone gets some screen time.
It gets a little more heated as you go. And Helen Hunt looks perfectly innocent, perfect one to do it.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Do you feel, I have a question, Charlie. Sorry, it's my face here. Charlie Finneman was on his name is right in front of my face. I'm not crazy. He's just one of our producers.
How was the interview? Dana called me Charlie the whole time, but I didn't correct.
But it is on the screen. I'm just curious that you're there, and I was looking at the new cast, and just this whole thing that I didn't have that much. The new guys came in, then I left. But this turnover, you're writing these multiple generations, the Kate McGinnon people and Taram.
Right.
And now you have, I looked at, Chloe Feynman, you have, I don't know, Ego Widem. I'm trying to get all the names. Andrew, Punky Dog. I mean, how do you, are you like sort of taking people on your wing a little bit? Do you know, I mean, you're like, you kind of know the system.
You're a 10-year lifer,
you're
right?
Like Brock Purdy as a quarterback. You know the system.
I know how it operates.
But so when people come in and they watch you and you're in so many things, and we'll get to your superstar sketches.
Sometimes.
That do they ask you stuff? You feel you can help them out, or what's that like with new fresh recruits coming off the?
Do you box them out? Do you ice them? Do you get in their heads?
They look like the aliens, they look like Amelia Earhart coming off the mothership in Close Encounters.
Deer in the headlights, babe. Yeah. I would like joke haze them like first table, but. I mean, I feel like it's definitely very friendly. I've definitely heard stories about kind of the show in past years. It sounds kind of intense and the competition. Maybe those stories are like blown out of proportion as the years go on.
Not really.
But I feel like if it's very friendly and everyone's
you know what it is,
nice,
Mikey? It's like The Bachelor, where they're all friendly at the beginning, and then it gets down to
and then it starts to
the
get
show
towards the
time,
end.
and you're like, wait, you're still here, and it's either you or them, yeah. And it's just The Bachelor, they're always friendly until toward the end. And then they're like, can I pull you aside? He's been really saying shitty things about you, and they're like, what? And like, no, I'm just saying. I just feel like you should know.
Well, the freakitude of somebody getting loose, like going out and making a hit movie, or then the kind of the apple cart is sort of rocked a little bit. Mike and I, with the freakitude of Wayne's World, at a certain point they would bring in giant like stuff you'd put laundry in with fan mail.
That I can't imagine being on the show and a couple cast members were in a movie that was not only successful, but Wayne's World was like an insane cultural touchstone. And you guys were still on the show?
Yeah.
And
they were bigger than the host sometimes.
Yeah, it would be like, when would you decide to do Wayne's World? I remember as a kid, like they would air it on Comedy Central. They would air 1 hour reruns and taping it and waiting for the little Aurora, Illinois, little cable access graphic. And that's how I was kind of introduced to that era of SNL. I remember when I was little, my dad showed me some rerun of Coneheads. Like of SNL, it was Coneheads on Family Feud. I'd never seen the show.
On Family Feud is a fucking great one.
What did you
like? Name something you bite into, and Dan Aykroyd's like, a trapeze. I was like, what?
It's so funny.
Is this? I love it.
Name something you eat with eggs. Fiberglass.
Yes. And Bill Murray's so gross. So like.
It's so fucking funny.
But those sketches were long back in the day. I was like, this is 11 minutes? Right?
They'd go to a commercial and come back to the end of the Family Feud sketch.
Yeah, you're like, 11 minutes?
Yeah.
But
you know what? I just saw your, there was a couple funny ones we're jumping around, but the one, when you were in the car recently. With Quentin,
I think the traffic altercation one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That was one of those sketches that you look at and you go, oh man, what a brilliant notion.
Tight, very well done.
And did you write or co-write that or
has an ending?
Yeah, I'd done it at a very loose version at Groundlings and Sunday Company a while ago, live with Kevin Burnson. And was like, I wonder if you can adapt this. I mean, I had to change it a lot for the TV
cameras. Yeah.
Yeah. It was cool that they were able to figure it out though. It's funny. They all, whenever there's cars in sketches, they bring in these massive black sedans. And so we both, you can't really see in the sketch, but we're both driving, I think, identical massive black sedans.
Yeah.
Like, hey!
Generic, huge
TV cars.
Like Packard from the 50s.
Just gross inside.
I did like at the end, they pull away and then you can see for 1 second the green screen and how you got, because I'm like, I didn't see the camera at the beginning, but then, and then I thought it was a pre-tape because they were showing you from down here and her close up.
Yeah, they did.
And then when they pull away, I go, oh, it is live. Because I remember Lauren used to say they always would rather have it live if they could. And and that was a great one.
I mean, it's cool when you can try to play with the, I guess, parameters of live stuff. Like I write with Streeter Seidel and Streeter Seidel and I write all the time together. And we're always trying to think like, what's something kind of different we could do to play with the medium? Because it's cool if you can score with a live sketch, because the pre-tapes, you just have more time and you can kind of play with it a lot more. And I think people are more used to seeing film stuff, online, but to have something that works live and kind of resonates with people is a lot of fun.
Sorry, just live, something can go wrong even in a great sketch. It just gets tilted. There's a miscue and it can unravel even a great sketch. So for this one, it seemed like you landed it probably the best of the week. I mean, it really landed.
It felt great. Yeah. It definitely, Colin Jost, because there's a moment when Chloe, who plays my daughter, Chloe Feynman, she is miming like "you suck," and she's using
the funniest.
She uses both her hands, and then Colin Jost in the hallway came up and pitched the joke. He was like, "You should say, I don't love that you use two hands," which was one of the funniest lines in the sketch.
Big laugh. Like, her doing that was funny. You saying that was funny. Calling her a bitch and pointing at her was funny, and then you did it was hilarious.
And Quinta Brunson was perfect in it as well.
She did a great job.
She was great because at the table, I was like, there's a lot of gesturing, and I kind of gave her an example, but you can't really script out.
There's too many.
Move your left hand. So she kind of was on her own at the table to kind of sell it and figure it out. And she was great. She totally got it.
And when you're watching cards, you don't know, like, if you're watching cards, you're like, oh wait, this is the one where I have to go my left hand and I have to stay in frame and I have to say this and do it. And then you're like, now the next one, oh wait, eating is this. Oh yeah, I point back. You know, that in my, you could just see people thinking, because it looked hard in my head going, shit, if I was there, the cards have to be perfect. You have to either write on the, remember to do this, or, you know, you have no notes. You're just like, okay, we've rehearsed it probably twice this week. That's it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I remember during the blocking of it, there was an issue with the window and the reflection, and you could see the camera and the red light, and I was like, oh, we're gonna get screwed because of a stupid reflection. Because I've had sketches go to dress, and there's like some sort of reflective surface, and you just see the red light and the flipping of cards the whole time, and you're like, no,
they're gonna cut it.
Yes, you can just hear what's going on under the bleachers with Lauren and the writers. You're like,
what the fuck is happening?
Torn to shreds. But it worked out in the end, which was awesome. And that's kind of the thrill of it when you're doing something kind of different.
And I would say, just for myself, is a sketch like that, like you guys are both doing this physical comedy. The argument is escalating between the drivers. And then we get to, in real time, see what you do, how you're going to mime out your insult. And so even people in a bar, and it's kind of loud, would probably watch it and laugh. So you got things going on.
Figure it out
all the time. And then it escalates into sexual things, and had a really sweet...
As they all do.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Guilty as charged. Naughty bulbous parts. Throbbing in... But this other one that got called out recently by our friend Ben Stiller is another... amazing sketch. The home movies sketch. I know. I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
That was written by Dan Bulla and Stephen Castillo. Bulla.
Love them.
They gave me a great part. It was like a little present. They're like, here you go. Can you do this? It was so much fun. And then Ben Stiller was such a kind, wonderful man, tweeted that.
He is a very sweet person.
Yeah. Like, you didn't have to do that, man. And you gave me swag for a week. It's so funny at that show. You're like, I'm feeling good. And then you'll have like a bad sketch bomb at table read. And you'll be like, I suck. I'm the worst. What am I doing here?
The next week, Ben goes, I saw the worst sketch ever on SNL this week.
Yeah.
And it was the same guy.
Get that guy off the gas.
Isn't it bizarre? It's the same guy? Let's check it out.
What happened?
Least valuable player.
I'm going to start tweeting compliments at SNL cast members. I just hit me how lonely it is on that show sometimes. You know, one week you're like, I got 1 or 2, 3 things at work. And then next week.
Yeah. Crickets. It's strange. It's kind of the best, I guess, best and worst part. Because even if you have a bad week, you're like, oh, all right, there's always next week. And it literally starts all over again. And you can turn it around.
What did you think that? So that Biden's been passed around for a decade now. Nobody, Woody Harrelson, everybody, Matthew McConaughey, everyone's
Biden.
doing Biden.
He's a puzzle.
He's a puzzle. He's difficult. He's not. You know, Trump is obviously easy.
Just a madman,
crazy,
not
doing things. I mean, so many hooks, and James is still teasing out hooks.
Oh, yeah. We love it. We love the Ramadan. So funny.
And then Biden is in this frequency that's very difficult, you know, energy-wise, because you can't yell. Like, I could kind of, with Ross Pro, I could be, you know.
Can't finish anytime.
Physical and loud, you know.
I just want to quote all your guys' old stuff.
Can I finish? I like that one.
I'm enjoying this podcast quite a bit, because this notion that you right now are having somebody who's watching SNL for the first time going, did you see that guy, that traffic sketch that guy did? Didn't even know your name. That funny guy. Yeah.
That traffic thing was funny. Is Biden's kind of, we'll see, but I like that traffic one.
Well, but no one has really solved Biden in studio in 8H, which I think is a rock and roll room. It does, it can be quiet. It can, but generally speaking, if you have energy at home base, it's helpful. You know,
yeah,
you're the first
you
get
be
so,
out there.
and he whispers, but
yeah, because he's in this. I mean, back in the day when he was doing, the running with Obama, Sudeikis played him. It was so funny. He's like, it's Biden time, because he was like, I'm going to get on a train and just sit and sing malarkey, and like old school Biden was very like, I've had enough of your shit. I'm going to call you out, and he was very
up
had
and
that
happy.
temper, and
funny
he's
teeth.
kind of now he's this kind of older man, and so. You don't want to go out there and be like, lose your train of thought, because it's kind of sad. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you're right.
When he loses his train of thought, it's because, he's, an older dude.
It's like he got hit with a dart gun in the neck right before the speech. Then he's like,
what was that? What was I saying?
Hey, yeah. He's unplugged. His batteries are going.
I mean, the only thing I could do is just try to make it silly, So I have that Hunter Biden is the only one who can really understand him. Hey, how you doing, Dad? Yeah, it's about. No, I already ate, but maybe tomorrow night. Okay, so say. Yeah, I can go
lasagna.
So it's like not gonna do it. It's like not gonna do it. I mean, you gotta just make up what Biden might be, and that just
right. And then that's funny. His son's the translator. Dad.
Yeah. Does anyone know what Hunter Biden talks like? I mean, I know. I just figure he's kind of a dude. He looks like he's kicking it on the planet.
Just like an older finance-looking dude. Yeah, I do not know how he talks.
Does any guy host ever come in and say, I want to play Hunter?
I don't know. I don't think so. I know Pete played him. And he was on one of those wheeled hoverboards. That's all I remember. He just kind of passed frame on one of those hoverboards. I guess because he's like, oh, I'm a young kid. But I don't know if anyone's like cracked Hunter. Yeah, because I don't even know what he sounds like.
The public doesn't know. I mean, he gave that little speech in the Capitol, but
you just kind of know, like,
it's a generic guy. Yeah, there's not a lot of voice that the public is aware of. I'm not.
Yeah,
so I just go like this. Hi, I'm Hunter Biden. When in doubt, just say the name of the person you're doing.
I know. Oh, 100%.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hunter Biden.
It's Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden just walked in the room.
I'm Robin Leach. I'm famous. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
You know all my characters.
I mean, you guys were
gagoo.
I think Hollywood.
Chloe.
Hollywood Minute is the first time I heard the phraseology of "Hey, the 19 whatever called," which, and I liked it first time when it was called.
Yeah.
I believe it was pioneered there.
Did you invent that phrase, David? Because that is like a thing in the ether now for the 80s called wants their shirt back.
Yeah, they did say in that Rolling Stone Saturday Night Live thing that was started there.
Wow.
I think so. I hope so. It still hasn't gone away. It got kind of tired a little bit, but it still pops up in commercials and stuff.
But now it's just kind of like a
it's just out there now.
Accepted insult package.
Yeah. By the way, when I was watching the Super Bowl, Heidi Gardner, she was in the Super Bowl more than Travis Kelce.
She's a huge Chiefs fan too, so
she was in like every third commercial.
Yeah, I didn't even know too. I was like, Heidi? She's awesome. She was at Groundlings as well, so
she's a sweetheart. She came on and talked to us. She was great.
I know. She's like, I did Fly on the Wall. I was like, oh, you did? Oh, I don't. Those guys don't like me. I don't know. Do you think they'll ask me? Do they like me?
We want everybody.
You guys
we haven't talked to everybody. We Bobby on.
Bobby Moynihan. We should get Taran on. Taran Killian.
Yeah,
Taran Killian, who's had an incredible run on that show as well. And
what about Is It Cake Day? And I have to ask him about something about Is It Cake.
Oh yeah. That's a cool show.
Wait,
that's a game.
You guys know what Is It Cake is, and you're over the age of 6.
I actually like it.
Love it.
Of course.
Oh yeah, it seems fun.
it's so, when they first told me what the concept was, I was like, what?
You're like, is that all it is? And you go, yeah, but there's a show there.
It feels very much like the show is aware that it's called Is It Cake, and play. There's like a lightness to it, and there's kind of an innate humor to it because of how ridiculous the concept is. But at the same time, it's really cool to see what those bakers do. I mean,
they do a great job with it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but kids have responded to it, and it's remarkable that they love it. Not just the end game part. They like are really into how they create these bakers, how they create cakes, which I guess maybe it's like almost like a magic trick, seeing how they do it. But it's really interesting that kids respond to it.
And then it stumps all the dumb celebrities. They like that part.
Yeah, they're like, although Ego came on and did very, very well. She was really good at it.
Too well.
She would find.
She won't be back.
I know. You're like, it's weird because for the judges, they're like, if they find it, you're in danger of not winning money.
I just did a game show, and the funny thing was, I was telling Dana, is they want some comedy. They all want some comedy, and obviously that's why they get you. And then when you go out there, do they try to juice you to be a little more energetic?
There is always in my earpiece another one, a little more energy.
We'll have some more energy. Have some fun out there. Yeah. Explain the rules again.
Yeah. You're like, my least favorite part is explaining, like, if they do miss, then they'll go into the prize pot for another $25,000. However, if they're spared, and you're like, yeah,
I know. Like, and everyone's like, we heard that right before the fucking commercial. We know about the goddamn prize pot. And you're like,
show me the T-Rex that's made out of cake.
Yeah. Someone hit it with a hammer and we'll figure it out.
But I mean, everyone involved with that show is fantastic. Like they're very like, do whatever you want. It's not like, so we need to do it again. They're very like, yeah, just have fun with it. So I've been lucky in that respect.
No, it sounds like a fun one. It sounds like a cool one.
You guys got to come on.
I'll come on.
We got to go. You're cutting out.
I'll come on. when
Dana and David gave a very mixed, possibly. No. So
we've got a couple verbal. We've got some soft yeses.
Well,
you know what? I'm going to talk. Silent. My team will reach out to you. I like that.
Polite pals.
Team is discussing it.
What about David S. Pumpkins, Dana? Remember we had Tom Hanks on. We were laughing about that.
A singularity as a sketch, as odd weirdness. One of my all-time favorites, and I know
that's awesome.
You were. Well, you know, it's just special. I don't know how to describe it.
When do you know it's working?
I don't know. It was so weird. We wrote it. It was like 4 a.m. and I had gone to Disneyland all the time because I grew up in Southern California, and when I forget when Hollywood Adventure or whatever there.
Where things
California Adventure. Yeah. And then there was that Tower of Terror ride. That's what I'm trying to get to. It's just very, to me, lends itself to a sketch format with like a doors opening and something crazy, close doors again. And then so funny. It made us laugh, but it's funny because there's no like hard jokes in it where you're like, okay, well, that's at least we know a joke. It's all just, I'm weird. And then them reacting.
And then it works though.
Yeah.
It works with that shit.
Well, could I insert this, my point of view on this? Some sketches are so funny, you can't really laugh at them the first time. But then later on, you'll laugh more because there's so many questions. Why are they in this right? Who is this guy? Why is there's all these questions in your head.
Yeah.
And then when you start to process it later on, it just makes you smile. I mean, Hanks's commitment to it and joy of it was so funny. And then you guys being the people reacting, it was just perfect.
Oh my God.
It is perfect.
On read through day, in between the first and second half, you know, meet with the host and kind of briefly tell them like, okay, you're playing a crazy German man in this or whatever.
Yeah.
So we told him, so you're just kind of this guy, David Pumpkins, and he talked a lot more in the first version, but we're like, you're just kind of really upbeat and friendly and like you belong there. And he's like, okay. And so, I mean, he's Tom Hanks, so we committed, but and I know we've talked about this. I think Bobby mentioned it, but in between Dress and Air, he's like, I don't know if I have a read on Mr. Pumpkins yet. There's nothing to like. So then he on air.
He's won 2 Academy Awards.
Oh,
so he did something else with his hands or something for Air. He just
made it like, on Air is when he was really like, he
weirded it up or something.
Yeah, he kicked it up to like insane because you watch the first one, he's just like staring slightly off. He's just a complete madman, but it's like the power of Tom Hanks and coupled with like Halloween and kind of the feeling in the country. It was like right before the election. I just feel like all the ingredients were there, but it's been awesome to see. Like I'll see online of, kids in Halloween costumes and dress their dogs up as the skeletons. And there's a dude at Universal Studios during Halloween who wanders the park as pumpkins, which was like, funny. All right, that's
made
great.
It. That's
when I love a Halloween costume. If you can get a sketch to be a costume, that's
100%. Yeah.
Big.
Also, a lot of these sketches, as Dana knows, the first Coneheads, the first Gap Girls, almost first anything doesn't do that well because they're taking it all in, like Dana was saying.
Yeah.
They don't know until a lot of times on SNL, you just hammer it home till they're like, all right, we get it. Fuck, stop.
It's a thing now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing, and we're telling you it's a thing. But sometimes just organically they turn into, so the next time you come out, if you hear enough about them, so you do it again, then they're all ready. And they get it.
They're on board.
And then it does way better. But sometimes the first ones are crickets.
But how would you guys know, we should keep doing this? Because it wasn't...
Letters.
I don't know. The first Hans and Franz bombed.
Yeah, really? I'm sure.
Because it was so... They thought we were going to lift heavy weights or something, and all we did was berate imaginary enemies. With what we
do me now and believe me later.
Yeah, we'll come to your house and we'll put the shape of your flab into a rope ladder so you can crawl back down in the sewer because that's where losers live. And the audience is kind of like, who are they talking to?
Why are they mad at me?
Why are they mad at me? I still do it to this day. It's just sort of fun to be sorry. Mikey
and you guys
Day's our guest.
Look at Mikey Day, girly man with your petite frame. You're a grown man.
Ooh, like a little V-neck t-shirt.
You better not
your V-neck. I'll snap that V.
What are you working on now? You're coming out in another 10 days, 12 days from now with a show. Have you got a little something you can share with us in your back pocket?
Is it? Do we know?
Keep it quiet though. Actually.
Do we know Shane Gillis?
Who's that? Who's Shane Gillis?
All right. Shane
He's a stand-up, very successful stand-up comedian.
No, we know.
He was actually fired. He got hired to be on the cast, and then all that stuff went down with You
didn't say the word fired. You said he got hired and all that stuff went down. He got let go.
Let make this stuff go down, please.
We're going in a different direction.
He's landed on his feet, but that was sort of an odd, bizarre situation.
Yeah, it was
and what will it be like? How does have you talked about it?
I'm not sure. I haven't really talked with anyone about it. It was just kind of we'll see.
No one says anything there.
It's quiet. Information is currency.
No one's gonna sit you down and go, "What we should do."
How are you feeling?
Act like it never happened. No, I think Shane is funny as shit, and I think it's cool SNL has him back. Good.
Well, we talked to him about that podcast, and I asked him, I don't know if it's a line of demarcation in a sense. Was he doing an impression, a character of someone who says things like that, racist things?
Right.
Or, and he said yes, but he didn't make it clear.
Right. Yeah.
Well, and all that comedy things get thrown in. Podcasts used to be just underground in basements. It's just like guys talking to each other. It's almost like a CB radio. And then it comes out,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go, I don't even know what I said on that. And then you're like, oh, because you're talking to your friends. So, yeah, I mean, I think he paid the price, and you learn from things and move on. But it's nice. Everyone says, hey, the guy's funny.
We paid the price, but now the price is right. I mean, he's doing very, very well, Shane. And he's
you
a
paid
sweet...
the price, and now the price is right.
I say,
exactly.
Bring back
Felt very
Pumpkin.
long.
Bring back my favorite Pumpkin, but have Shane do the Tom Hanks part. I don't know.
Everyone's like, in unusual, in the middle of February, they do a David Pumpkins without Tom Hanks.
Oh, does that suck? You can't do it until...
Oh, unless
know,
you'd have to do some special whatever. I don't know. But
we did another one with Tom Hanks, and I think a couple seasons ago.
Yes. He was just in town at that time.
Yeah,
and called.
Like, you want to do?
Oh, right.
David Pumpkins.
Tom Hanks is in town. Anybody?
Tom's in town. Maybe throw on the pumpkin suit.
Actually, the bigger the star, the less energy. Tom's here.
Okay, let me.
Yeah.
Tom who?
That's such a funny observation.
Barack Obama was dropping by.
He doesn't say his name. He goes, Barack.
His
You go, Obama?
Royal
No.
Highness.
Barack Higginbotham. He's a new cast
Vladimir
member.
Putin is in town. Anybody?
He's circling the building.
Okay, do it on the scale of these 5 sketches. Blink, what's your favorite? Nursing Home with Kate McGinnon, American Girl Store as the creepy guy,
Okay,
Genetics
wow.
Lab with Sam Rockwell, Live
with the
Report,
dog.
you and Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie, yeah.
Of those
is that
4,
Live Report?
Yeah, where Margot
Live.
Robbie is
I'm just her husband, and it's
Is
a
that
news
the
report.
husband that they can't believe you're together?
I
just
honestly, they were
so
playing you
fucking
as like
funny.
it was an impossible
Yeah, so
matchup,
funny.
but I didn't really see it that way. I mean,
wow, well, that's very nice. I mean, I look at myself next to Margot Robbie, and I go, that is an impossible matchup. I would be like, he must be a billionaire.
right.
Yeah.
All
That's me
4
with
of those
every girl I
really,
dated in
really,
my life.
really crushed.
Yeah, the dog one is fun. We've done that a few times, and it's always fun because it's usually a writer who has to go down and be the dog's hands.
Right.
You're sitting behind
Genetics
a
Lab
dog.
was they make a dog,
Yeah.
part dog, part human.
We just say dog head man. And then the last time we did it was Martin Hurley. He was down there from Please Don't Destroy down there doing the hands, which is funny because he's, such a funny dude. And
Yeah.
he's on camera in these videos, and we're like, hey, can you
Yeah.
bend down and snuggle up close to this dog and pantomime?
You need funny hands because a funny guy can get a couple extra laughs out of the hands.
Exactly. Yes. So we ended up going with
Anything
Martin.
else for this kid, Dana?
I mean, I have so many questions for you guys. I have to come back on and just ask you guys questions about all your sketches.
We like being asked questions, but no one ever asks us any questions.
No
one
way.
cares.
That's completely insane. I mean, I grew up with you guys, so this has been awesome. And I'm not going to be able to listen to it.
He's like, well, I grew up with you guys. I remember when I was 1, and I'm like, God, that's getting worse. Like
before
not
I
in high
was
school.
born, they told me about you guys. I mean, no, that was very formative for me.
I would say I won't get. I said I wouldn't cry, but this is kind of why you.
I don't know if you said that.
Why you want to do this is that it could be money, fame, all this stuff. But if once in a while, someone will come up to me in an airport and say some bizarre sketch I did, and that me and my friends reference that once a month. You must be getting stuff like that with some of your sketches by now.
It's nice to hear.
It is nice.
Sometimes. If I was in an airport and saw Dana, I'd say, Mr. Fung, on the night of the murders, did you shampoo?
Oh, now
your
you've just blown
hair?
my mind. You just blown
That's
my
that
mind.
one.
That's Dana had a stand-up special on Comedy Central that aired all the time.
Yeah,
and
in the 90s. I did a
Marsha
10-minute
Clark
bit on
on
OJ.
OJ.
The premise of the bit was for OJ to be, it's either he's guilty or he's framed. Let's unpack him being framed. 165 people had to participate spontaneously that night. We're framing OJ. You in? I like OJ, but it's just too good. And it goes on. And then I do a Marcy. What's her name?
Yes. Marsha Clark going,
Marsha Clark.
in all my years as a prosecutor.
And then Johnny Cochran, why are we even having a trial?
Oh, yeah.
Just
Your
as the
Honor.
cool. And I think he plays jazz trumpet at the end, right?
Like, Your Honor. If I'd like to have sex with Your Honor. Just his effusive compliments.
And if I may, I'd like to play some jazz trumpet. Whatever.
Oh my God.
You've made my day, Mikey.
I mean, and then David, I could dork out on Tommy Boy for
a perfect movie.
For a long time. I'll never be able to listen to this. I'm gonna be like, oh, you're such a dork. You just spent so much time going, I love your guys' stuff.
No, Dana was just texting me that.
This guy sucks. Edit this down. Maybe
no. We got a solid 10 minutes in here somewhere.
You know what, Mikey?
I can't find anything.
I do that all the time. I just my persona on this podcast is I do compliment people and I go, maybe it's too syrupy, too over the top. But I assume most talented people have an inner critic somewhere. Am I any? Because where's this drive coming from? Am I really any good? So it's good to hear it from. If you respect us or like our work, just to say, yeah, you're kicking ass on SNL. You're doing great.
I wildly respect you both. You guys are very kind individuals for how legendary you are and the roles you've played in my life, especially. So talking to you guys was like truly a thrill and I appreciate it immensely.
Damn.
I would love to
that's nice.
Come down and weirdly quote lines at you. It's weird when you just kind of throw a quote at someone, but it's like for me, all that stuff is so ingrained in me. So you just want to say, I know this to the person.
Yes.
I do it to people too. It's fine. I like it. I think it's a compliment.
When you're sitting there writing a sketch or a stand-up bit and you're meticulously trying to find the key to the kingdom, basically, and you find it, and it's just a few words strung together, and then someone quotes it to you 30 years later, you're like, ooh, they really heard that? Someone heard that? You know?
Yeah, so it's weird. Cool. You kind of forget about the audience at home when you're doing SNL. You're just like so focused on the studio audience and how it is received. You're like, oh yeah, there's people at home who watched it. And sometimes people will reference a sketch that, aired, but you thought, I don't know, I guess it's like a C+, I guess. Yeah. Like it's easily forgettable. Yeah. And then someone will go, I love that one. You're like, you saw that? Great. That's fantastic.
Your Donald Trump Jr., by the way, is a really, really funny take. And I sure you to get recognized for that because you wear the wig and you.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. That people will be just play him like a 1980s movie villain. Play him like the guy who's like, I challenge you to a ski race.
Yeah.
Whatever. And if we win, we're going to tear this thing down.
Yeah, it's kind of like alpha frat boy energy, just coming super competitive. It's very funny. The Trump guys.
It was fun to do. Yeah, with Eric, with Alex Moffat. Fun to do the brothers.
He's hysterical. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mikey.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for the
Dana,
compliments.
thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for
so much
on.
for having me.
We appreciate
Sorry
it.
about my technical issues at the start. You guys
Not
are
at
awesome.
all. It was an absolute pleasure. And you're a good man. David, final thoughts?
Yeah, Martin Short took 2.5 hours to get on, so it's fine.
Never worry about that.
Oh my God! No!
This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Please follow, subscribe, leave a like, a review, all the stuff. Smash that button, whatever it is, wherever you get your podcasts. Fly on the Wall is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss-Berman of Odyssey, Charlie Finan of Brillstein Entertainment, and Heather Santoro. The show's lead producer is Greg Holtzman.
I read about this too, and apparently she's from India. Afterwards, they found out, and she goes, one day she went, na 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 na. We can cut that.
No, I love it.
People like disorganized hair. That is bedhead. And last I heard, the ladies like, what's the guy? The guy from The Bear. Jeremy Allen White has curls and messy hair, and I hear it's all the rage. David?
Well, first of all, the rain is doing a real number on it. Yeah, we started. We're starting with my hair.
It's not rain.
It's so flippy. Look at that, though, Dana.
Well, first of all, I got distracted because you said rain. I don't understand. You mean the atmospheric river? Rain is kind of so 2013.
You know what? No one cares when they have weather porn. Rain gets no views. You have to say atmospheric cloudburst or river or oceanic.
Let's go for a drive. I hear places are flooding. Pineapple Express. I'm getting inside, bitch.
That's what it is. That's a Pineapple Express.
I know. So anyway.
But my hair, look at this side. Dana, I claim, and I will go to the wall that's saying this is still blonde, and it's fucking gray, that hair. It's so swoopy today. God dang.
Welcome to getting older. I use my
Zoom like a mirror. I'm just like...
Your hair's going to turn a lot blonder as your 7th decade approaches.
Fuck off. Listen, here's the deal, Dana. We have the laughers in the garage this time, and I think it helps. But they're only going to laugh at the quality stuff.
The Professional Laughers Union sent us a nasty email. What are you doing? Do they have a break? Do they have dues? And do they have beverages? So we created a nice environment. They're in a secured location. Yeah. And they're not laughing because they're paid to. They're laughing because they find it funny. Right? That's the dream.
I don't know. Is that what it is? You know, I have to tell you, Dana, this is our second podcast. And when I heard what we were getting for the podcast, I thought it was 1 episode. And then I realized we have 2. And then I realized we have a whole season. So it's not as much as I thought, actually.
Right. We have a very good parent company. It went through bankruptcy, and it's really good.
That might get trimmed. Let's hear about your weekend, Dana.
I rarely have these Zoom stand-up dates for a company.
Oh,
but I had one late last night. I went on at like 11 o'clock. So I'm standing in this room. Did you really go that late? Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Standing in this room like this, I'm standing up. What's up? I can't see or hear anybody. And I'm just doing jokes and stand-up for like a half hour. Yeah.
God, I think I did one of those, and it's tough.
Comedy waterboarding. Actually, I had the CEO. Yeah. It's like you're drowning. You can't see anything. I had the CEO prompt me, and he was great and kind of a cheerleader. Let's go, everybody. Come on. That's funny. You know, he made his constituents laugh. Yeah. Yeah. And dance and sing, a lot of energy because they were going to get dinner after me. And it was like 11 o'clock at night. So between a nice cocktail and a roast beef sandwich was me with my shenanigans, but I still crushed. Sometimes at the end of a corporate gig, they go, after your 8-hour meeting, before you go get food, everyone's like, and they go, we have a surprise. They go, oh, no. And they go, David Spade. And I come out, da. And they go, fuck, they're counting down the seconds till they get their beef stew. And they're like, oh. When you do these gigs, do you do impressions or just straight stand-up? Oh, impressions are the best, quick and fast. I just did I started with Biden because the border's all the rage. Now everyone's crazy for the border. Mm-hmm. So I did Biden 3 years ago, and he's at a press conference, Mr. President, do you have any idea of how you're going to handle the crisis at the border? And Biden's like, first of all, let's get our facts straight. There's no crisis at the border. Come on. And he goes, how do you know, sir? He goes, because it says so on the piece of paper. Come on. They just handed me. It says on the paper. It says the paper right there. I close it. And then recently, everyone wants to close the border. Everyone's screaming. Biden's up there. I'll close the border harder than anyone's ever closed the border. Because I know how to close borders. Come on, Jack. But the press is like, but last time, get your facts straight. I'll beat you the hell out of you. Will you dog paste phone his shoulder? Come on. Let's do some push-ups. I'll close the border like nobody's ever closed it. The border patrol, the border can't believe it's not butter. That's a good ending. I got triple lock. Throw away the key. And now I do. Hunter is the only one who can understand his dad totally all the time. Hey, Dad, what's up? Yeah, I'll go have dinner with you one time. How about 6:30? 7 it is, Dad. I'll see you then. Don't get mad. Now I'm doing
Cheesecake Factory. We ate there last night. They could say Hunter is an interpreter, and it would probably make more sense to give him money.
Yes. I like Hunter. I have to say there's something about him. I don't think anyone's having more fun on the planet based on the videos and stuff. He's got a G-string, a whip. He's naked. He just seems to really be killing it on the planet. I mean, he has a lot of fun.
I know. I look at that and I'm like, I never put ice cream on my wiener. What am I doing wrong? This guy's living life. And he's got girls naked everywhere and he's just always in his underpants. I'm going, when does he get time to do art?
How did you notice ice cream on the wiener? I don't know how many times you've seen these videos, but Neapolitan.
You have to slow it down. Yeah. So my weekend wasn't as fun. I did fly. I did a gig. I'm on tour. So I did fly, but it was the first time on a 737 that they recalled from the Alaska flight. And, Dana, I looked up, which made me nervous because when I looked up the flight, when that door flew off, these people were dead silent. There's a video. Everyone's just quiet. I don't think I could contain it. First of all, the noise of my diarrhea flying out the window would have been a little noisy. But also, I think that's free reign to wail on your call button in that situation. Bung, 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 bung. Hey, I don't want to be a pest. Was there a door when I got on? Because I don't even look anymore, but it's usually just given that there is a huge door that's shut. And then the people on the way back, they said they didn't even know what was happening. It was just so windy. They're like, this fucking blower, psh, is it still going? Shoom. There's my necklace. Shoom. There's my baby. God damn, turn it off. So when I get on now, I just take I think I recommend everyone have a little tire gun. You can get them on Sky Mall. And then you go in.
Right.
And then when no one's looking, you just walk by the door and feel a bit and go, Brrr, brrr. It's got a little give. Make it flush. Hit the wing while you're there.
I love that effect because it's a whoa, whoa, dun, 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 dun. And that's the David Spade door fly. Right. That was a good bit. I like the voice of the complaining person. Excuse me, can we just? It was like a little
because it's so quiet. They're whispering. They're like, and can I get a Diet Coke? Let me see. Thanks. Shoom. Yeah. Everything goes right out.
I always assume the door's going to fly open. I always assume we're going to crash. So if it flew open, I'd be like, yep, got it. Yeah, me and
just
Dennis
like
Miller
my
were
dream.
The worst flyers, the worst flyers ever, me and Dennis Miller. Be like, Christ's sakes, the door's gone, Carvey. All right. I guess we didn't pay enough for Bob's Burgers and Planes is not going to secure the apparatus between us and the upper atmosphere. All right. Just made that up. Here's the thing. They found out later, David Spade.
Yeah.
That they didn't tighten the bolts. They got all the planes, all the 737 Maxes from Boeing and checked them. The bolts weren't tightened. So somewhere there were mechanics. There was a guy, hey, did you tighten the bolt? Yeah, I tightened it. Did you go righty-tighty, lefty-loosey? No, sir. It's lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. Oh, my goodness, Clem. Get back on them boats.
Right, it doesn't rhyme. That's the wrong one. I did it with this
it's
Phillips.
Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Flathead.
I'm going to start doing effects. Wait. It's like...
We have a question from the Laugh Squad. What is it?
Would you rather have the door off the plane or the diarrhea poopy aisle?
Oh, would you rather have the door fly off the plane or have that woman at diarrhea that was coming down the aisle?
Oh, I'd much rather have the door fly off or the wings fall off. I don't play. Papa don't play diarrhea exploding on a plane. Don't play that. No, not my thing, not my jive, not my deal. So you heard about my weekend. What about yours?
Aside from my hair being on fucking Poof Patrol, god damn.
Jeez, no wonder you pulled
Is it Yosemite Sam? I need a fucking Dyson collab. So
those don't work.
I think they're sitting on their keys. I don't think they're laughing this hard. I don't think they're. Are you guys watching TikTok or what's going on over there?
They're good laughers.
They are good laughers. Okay, so here's what happened.
They're
So
good laughers. Okay.
your friend Ted Sarandos works at Netflix. He had a party, kind of like a Grammy. It's the only Grammy thing I did, and he had
right.
all comedian dinner. Anyone like a Netflix special. So it was super fun. And I know you couldn't go because you were invited, but it was like Ali Wong, Sebastian, Bill Burr, Wanda Sykes, Arsenio, Bill Hader, Mulaney, Kimmel, Chappelle, Chris Rock, Fred Armisen. It was just so fun because everyone's just jammed on 2 tables, dinner party, drinks for an hour, laugh. Sarah Silverman, Martin Lawrence. Man, it was just so packed. I'm not name dropping on purpose, just to say all these comics are jammed in one dinner, which you never really get that or get to see them that much. And no one's going on. There's no cameras. There's no one interrupting you. So you're just laughing. Then we all sat down and ate. And then, Ted Sarandos is going to be on Fly on the Wall. So in about 2-3 weeks. So
yes,
we're going to go through we're going to break down the whole party with him because it was pretty fun, to be honest, of course. And people say, so when you're with comics like that, is everyone funny? And I go, not really. Everyone's trying to be funny. They're just kind of quietly clever, just the way everyone's talking. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Well, a group full of comedians is not the best audience. I mean, because how the rabbit gets out of the hat, So anything that comes off pushy or jokey, like I actually got the church lady dress on and drove to Ted Sarandos, and I sat in my car and cried myself.
That's a
and
little
then I
thirsty,
came back home because I thought, look, hey everybody, well isn't that special, John Mulaney? Hey Kimmel, wow! So I came back home and I missed the party.
Yeah, I have to say, very few people were dressed as their characters.
Let me do that just for fans of the church lady for a second. Well. Yeah. All the jokesters in one little place, sipping their cocktails and telling tales of fornication and sexual jokes, like ice cream on Hunter's wiener. Sorry, call back.
You couldn't even think of a good clean word.
Well, wiener is good for a church lady. Anyway,
we call it the frozen boner. Well,
why is your church lady better than mine?
I'm just doing your impression of yours.
We like ourselves, don't we? We look at our wispy hair and touch it all the time, so our arms get sore.
I do. I'm looking at my fucking swollen.
I know, we're looking at screens. It's not a normal thing. It's not like Johnny Carson was out there. Could I get a screen right up on my noggin? Could you put a little monitor on the desk so I could look at my noggin while I interview Jonathan Winters? So it's a little funny that way.
The Grammy party was the night before the Grammys. But on the actual Grammys, I don't have too much to say about the Grammys, but I don't know if you saw any of it.
I thought it was actually pretty cool. I liked it.
Oh, you did like it? Yeah. All right.
The Grammys from last Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's Friday.
Remember, did you see the one guy? It is Friday. The one guy that got carted away in handcuffs.
Murder Mike? Was that his name? Mike the murderer? And then he gets carted off. And then auto theft got 2 Grammys, and they handcuffed him after the show. I mean, these guys got to use names like Gentle Dan or something. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Rapper
so there it
Killer
is.
Mike handcuffed. Don't make it that easy for the cops. Killer Mike.
True.
Come on. Just be called Mikey.
They go, someone in there was involved in some illegal activities. They go, was it Taylor Swift? No, I can't remember the name. Was it Killer Mike? Yeah, it might have been him. Was it Strangulation Steve?
Yeah. What was it, Ken the Knifer? It said physical altercation, and my sources told me Oprah, who's newly lean and strong, tackled Murder Mike. I don't know if that's true. During the break, and Trevor Noah broke them up. Don't know if it's true. I hear stuff. So
I like how you bring in random people from the Grammy. And then Olivia Rodrigo put him in a leg lock.
Olivia Rodrigo. Yeah, they were talented. I did talk to Paul McCartney afterwards. about the Grammys.
What did he say?
I can't believe he called me. First of all, I'm such a fan. He goes,
it's perfect for this, though.
This will be hard to get out. Jane, you watching the Grammys? Everybody's doing great. The chins are up. They're all sucked and tightened, And Oprah, doing the Ozempic. I got to say, she looks like a teenager. She's shrinking down. She looks like Tinkerbell. She's a tiny, tiny version of Oprah. She's like getting so small, because of the Ozempic. Works on your brain. Your brain's, you say, I want a cookie, like you. I'd like a cookie, please. If you're on Ozempic, your brain goes, I don't think so. 3, 2, 1. You don't want the cookie. Hypnotizes your brain. That's how it works. And I said, I got to go, Paul. Okay.
Yeah, Paul should be in an Ozempic commercial explaining it. Yeah. Hey, and he's like, don't forget it was on the telly. That's a good English word.
The telly. Oh, yeah. We used to watch the telly. We watched Elvis. Yeah. Elvis the pelvis, they called him. And he'd strut around and jut his hips forward. And the girls would scream. And I called up John. And I said, in 7 years, we're going to make them scream harder.
Is that true? Is that the timeline?
Yeah. Well, they became girl crazy Teen Idol.
Oh,
the timeline would have been Elvis in 57. David, please, I can't explain all my jokes.
I can't. You're not going to walk me through all of them. I understand. But I will say Miley looked great. I saw Miley at the Grammys. First of all, I have a huge, I'm crazy for Miley. I just had looked up her singing Look What You've Done to My Son with Melanie, who's an older singer who passed away. And they did a duet once on that old song. And she's so goddamn good. And then she also did, I think, Like a Prayer. I looked that up. She's so good. Anyway, she had a sweet kind of mullet at last night that looked so cool.
Yeah, let's check it out.
A little Barbarella. Look at that. Oh, no. That's
wow. Yes, that's...
someone made that.
That
really? Is cool because I was
Joe
thinking...
Dirt?
No, I actually was thinking last night she'd be great as Joe Dirt's sister if we ever did something with it. Because I can't find my sister.
She could play that.
But she also looks a little bit like Sigourney Weaver in. Someone said that in Ghostbusters. When she comes out of the fridge.
Cheekbones. She looks really fit. I have to say.
Great.
I mean,
unreal
and she's got
voice.
The cool voice. She win something big?
Flowers.
Song of the Year or something?
Yeah.
Flowers.
Something like that,
yeah.
She was
that's
great.
Cool. Did you ever guest on Hannah Montana?
No. Do you want to hear a funny story? It won't fit on this podcast. But
I thought
it's funny.
We're only contracted for 30 minutes. Why give them stuff for free?
Well,
go ahead.
So I did the old Showbiz show was next to where she did Hannah Montana. And so we had an office right next to it. And so I didn't even know I was saying something that sounded dirty, but they go, you should go over there sometime and say hi because we have shows next to each other. And they go, and so I came back from lunch and they go, were you just over there? I go, yes. I finally stuck my head in Hannah Montana and no one was there. And it sounded like dirty.
Well, David, this is kind of weird. Yeah. This is kind of weird because I was doing a show, and I'm not making this up, called Spoof. It was a pilot for Fox. I was doing with Spike Fierstein about everything was just commercials and coming attractions. And Hannah Montana was filming right next door to us as well. And they said, do you want to come by? And I said, I don't think so. No,
really?
I would have dropped by. I didn't know.
You should have gone and stuck your head in Hannah Montana.
I was said, hey, Hannah Montana, I'm from Montana. Get it?
One story I wanted to tell you this week was Sofia Vergara. She plays a Colombian godmother on a new Netflix show. And her name is Griselda. But the funny thing is, you know what Sofia Vergara looks like? Let's look at Griselda, who she's playing. Did you have a picture of her? So this is kind of funny where you go, why poor thing? I don't understand what you're saying, Dana.
Well, because the Ozempic, she could get rid of that. I mean, you need.
Oh, she could rather
she had so many.
2 seconds.
She had so many chins. She needs a bookmark to find a mouth. It's an old joke. Go ahead. All right.
Is that an old one? I was trying to piece it together in my head. Okay, so this is the woman, Sophia Vergara, and I was thinking, why don't they just get someone that looks closer to this? Do you know what I'm saying? Without being mean, I can't say that this woman is unattractive, but I can't say that Sophia Vergara is too attractive to play her. So I'm really sort of stuck here. But show Sophia.
Oh.
I mean, we know what she looks like. And so she has to really tone herself down.
Well,
I mean,
look,
I wouldn't be like, there's our girl.
To your point, I used to wear a lot of rubber on my face and prosthetics to become somebody else. So they're going to have to encase Sophia's head in rubber. And that's really how you get an Oscar. They're going to have to work that. Yeah. You would put a prosthetic under here. You would cut her hair really short, widen the eyes, the mouth. Yeah, you can do it, but it will take 17 hours for every film day to turn her.
Run a cheese grater over her cheeks. No, but can you pull up what she looks like in the movie when they went through all the stuff?
Oh, okay.
God, she's got a square jaw.
They did a really big jaw on her. It definitely hides her. I don't know if they get as close to,
Looks like a Dick Tracy villain. Lantern jaw.
Yeah, she's
no, but it looks like a full square face.
So, did you deliver the package I asked you to deliver? Very good.
Underlay.
Underlay. Oh, excuse me, just a sec. I know we're just to keep rolling. Sophia? Yeah, we're showing the picture. You look great. Mm-hmm.
What?
No, David made some jokes. Yep.
No, don't call her.
I'll talk to you later, Sophia. No, she just called me. Don't even pay attention to that. Ring, ring.
Well, I think.
ring. Gazelga.
Gazelga's calling you now?
Gazelga. I didn't mean the bookmark joke. You look great, and I'm sure the movie's going to be great. No, thanks for calling. No, David loves you. He was just joking.
No, hang up on her.
All right. Goodbye.
Jesus.
Don't call me again. President Biden.
Okay, this is an actress. This one's. Well, maybe we might get rid of this one. What is this woman's name? Because it has to do with cervical cancer, which is not the most hilarious topic, but this is just an odd story because this Bollywood actress, which I kept reading it going, they keep spelling Hollywood wrong, but I think Bollywood's a real place because after the 10th one, I go, I think they're doing it on purpose. So her name is Poontang. What is her name? What is it?
Poontang Lalibaba. Oh.
Okay. She
yes.
died with cervical cancer, and then 3 days later, she said, "No, I didn't." So she said they said she passed away on Instagram.
Wow.
Her family confirmed it, and then 3 days later she goes, "Ta-da!" Anyway, no, but it is serious. Cervical cancer is a bad thing, and you should get checked out. And everyone's like,
"No, but faking your own death." And I read about this too, and apparently she's from India. Afterwards, they found out, and she faked her own death. She went, "Na na 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 na." We can cut that.
No, I love it.
No. Sorry.
Oh, geez. And everyone went. So, my question to you, Dana.
What is he doing?
No, I like it. Is that, does that make you mad or is that normal? I don't know how to take that situation. Like, are you allowed to be mad at that?
Well,
or not?
No, I would say the ones that frustrate me. I had a little pop. The ones who frustrate me, who are because people want clicks, right? They want views, they want attention, and then they're like on a cliff. Hey, take it, So this is now the next level. Fake your own death, because look, she trended globally. Probably made a deal with Revlon or fakeyourownedeath.com, hired her as a spokesman, but it's all related to that. Got to get clicks. So,
yes.
what is your take?
Because
Are you mad? For her loved ones, it's horrible, but,
Well, especially her fans and everyone, and it's
well, they
such a
probably
heavy
knew.
thing to absorb. But then she said, "Don't be mad at me. Be mad at cervical cancer." And I'm like, "No, I'm mad at you. I really hate cancer, but right now you're winning. I'm mad at you. I'll hate cancer again in a minute, but this is the first time something beat cancer that I was mad at." But to do that, I think it would fuck with people too hard. It's too
a little
much.
nasty. Yeah, to be honest, yes, a serious opinion.
So
don't
thirsty.
do that. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Cut to Greg editing this. Do you have a scissor effect? You're good at effects. No, I don't have a Trump. I just have this. I have little hands doing things.
When you're in a tight Zoom, you're like this. I'm Trump. It's fantastic.
This is
you got to squeeze it in.
They locked me in the closet. I can't get out, and I'm in here, and I can't get out.
That's Trump and Coach. He doesn't have a lot of room. He's like, let me tell you something. Okay.
Let me tell you something. My hands are enormous. I don't care what they say.
He puts his hand close to the Zoom like this. Yes. You know, when you take wiener pictures, you got to
do a lot of things.
I'll explain later.
That's two wieners. If you get to 3 winners, a viewer wins a prize. Till I do my red Nicky joke.
You got one? You got a new one?
Yeah, because I was just trying to think of some because I knew that someone might put in there. I'm red Necky. I came home from school one day. I said, "Mama, you drunk?" She said, "Yeah." Jealous? Sorry. I forgot to say my own catchphrase.
God damn, that's
I'm red Necky, the redneck comedian.
Yes.
Red Necky, the redneck comedian. I flunked kindergarten. Then my daddy started putting a can of beer in my lunch pail. I passed with flying colors. Come and get some. Come and get some. Okay. You got to do that.
Good. Okay, I'm jumping stories to Donna Kelsey. Who is Donna Kelsey, Dana, quickly without looking?
Travis Kelce's adopted sister.
No, Mom. That was a good one. Lovely woman. She has a new job. If she's working for Ziploc, she has a brand deal. She carries Ziploc around and then she gets paid. So when she gets her picture taken at the game or whatever. So I was wondering, would it be...
I love it.
I wonder if my mom would do that because I think, would you feel like you're making money off this whole thing with Taylor and Travis and all that? Because she's already obviously set. But it would be fun to get a brand deal. And what is her job called? Do we have that? Chief Leftover Officer.
Chief Leftover Officer. Okay.
Put that at the top of the resume.
Here's my take on this. This is it's called Dana's Take. It's a new. Is that nowadays if someone's famous, they can more easily spread it around and get people's deals. Like Elvis was lonely because he's the one who made all the money, and Sonny Ray, his guitar player. Do you ever notice that Elvis, the whole band was really homely except for him? Was he hired really homely
by design?
But anyway,
yeah.
Nowadays you can just throw a commercial. All your relatives can get deals. That's my point. All your relatives get deals if you're big enough.
Yeah, it's
She's
true.
the mom, and she got a deal. Yeah. Your brother, sister, everyone gets a deal. So I think it's a good thing.
Ziploc gets your 23andMe and starts handing out deals.
You know what I want after last week's podcast, which really did well?
Through the roof.
I realized that I'd never met a Taylor Swift hater, like really met one.
Yeah.
And so I ran into a guy at the gym and he had a t-shirt, "I hate Taylor." So I said, why do you hate her? And he's just like, I don't like anything about her. I don't like this songs. I just hate her. And I go, but why? I mean, you don't have to listen to her songs. I know I just can't stand her face. I just hate her. She makes all that money and everything. Do you think you're a little jealous? No, I don't care about that. I just hate her. So I don't get it.
So dumb. I mean, there are people out there that don't know why. I felt bad for the Grammys because
why hate anybody?
There, we don't hate her. She's great. I mean, I feel bad that
No,
she's always
it's
being looked at like, is she laughing? Is she smiling at this singer? Did she not stand up for them? Is she clapping along? I like when she sang along with Flowers with Miley. I'm like, that'd be so fun if you're a singer and there's Taylor Swift, the biggest star in the world, singing along to your song. I would love that. So I think she's
Well-
very nice and tries to be nice. Just she can never do it right.
But
because of
here's
this.
my theory. This is another hot take. It's called a Dana take.
Yeah, and then
There's really, really hardly any Taylor Swift haters. She has 300 million fans or 1 billion fans. There may be like 13 of them that really just actively have a lifestyle of hating her. I don't think there are people who hate her. I don't know why anyone would hate her.
no, they just are angry. They just hate the biggest star, whoever it is. They get mad. People like you to be kind of successful, but let's not get crazy. And then they try to go too far, and then I'm not going to like
where
you.
it's too much, and then they don't know the
Yeah.
price that you pay for that kind of fame. I mean, you really don't want that, Trust me.
I don't know the
David.
price. I have to get more famous. Okay, so Dana, thanks for coming and saying
Yes.
hi to me.
It was fun. Thanks for having me on the David Spade podcast.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
can't believe I'm invited every week. I'm very honored. Come on, the Superfly can go as long as it wants. The Superfly can believe it's butter.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade. Charlie Finan of Brillstein Entertainment, Jenna Weiss-Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it.